But so the reality is, these are sets of regulations that must be abided by all of the organizations, cloud security providers, as well as application providers that are servicing the federal government. And this is obviously very, very important. But up until recently, it wasn't exactly law. So we had the National Defense Authorization Act of 2023 that actually made FedRAMP the law. And there's an executive order in there, which we will discuss in time. But I'd like one of you to just sort of take that and roll with it. What does it mean now that FedRAMP is law? What's changed? How is that affecting businesses? And what does that really mean to companies that may be watching here?
Well, let's just think about it in the context of all law. What does that mean? You must follow the law, which means thou shalt have FedRAMP authorized services when leveraging for any type of federal, state, tribal, or local government that has a standard. There is a corresponding state ramp, by the way, which we can definitely speak more on in another portion of our series. But to focus on FedRAMP, right? It mandates that anytime someone within the federal government wants to procure, leverage, or put data, store, transmit, share, receive data, it must be hosted in a FedRAMP authorized cloud service provider environment, meaning that the risk has been determined appropriate, assessed, and has been validated by, again, your lovely three pals. And all of that information is then managed, maintained, and made available via your continuous monitoring process so that your government entities understand the level of risk associated with all of their data that's being hosted in the cloud. No more risk acceptance and leveraging unapproved vendors. You can choose to sponsor a vendor through the process, which I know we'll definitely cover a little bit more in detail in a few minutes. But definitely thou shalt leverage FedRAMP authorized services from here on out.
I apologize, Gabby, but I've got to say, I love how you did this as the thou shalt leverage FedRAMP.
Yes.
It's like the 11th commandment, so.
Okay.
It's the law.
Right.
Like, listen to me.